Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 5, Episode 8 of the first star with Leeds United, our bid to try and win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today we have a Carabao Cup semi-final second leg against Norwich. We then play in-form Watford in the Premier League. But we begin, it's transfer deadline day, and we begin with a transfer out with the news that Liam Cooper has left the club. He was club captain. His influence had wavered. He wasn't really useful to me in the dressing room anymore, so we sold him off Red Bull Salzburg, 2.3 million. We pay a little bit of his wages, which is fine, and it just opens up a place in the squad, basically. He's still decent. He wasn't a first-team player, really. He wasn't even really second choice, to be honest, because if we have a look at Max Dean in a second, he's overtaken him. We can see here, we had him for a number of years at Leeds United, but us ourselves had him for 4 seasons. You can see his game time really, it fell away once we got to the Premier League, didn't it? So, good player for us. Wish him well, but he has moved on. We have had a deadline day bid for Brighton after Max Dean, £34.5 million. But if we have a look at him, he's worth more than that to us now. He's almost first choice, to be honest. So he continues to develop, continues to come along nicely. And what that also means is, we have a look at the squad here, is that we've called out of the under-21s and into the first team squad here. I probably want a different thing here. If we go to defenders, we have called up Gore. This guy, he's absolutely smashing it in the under-21s, under-23s. He's developing nicely, so he'll get called into the first team squad. He can get the mentoring done up there. And yeah, we don't lose necessarily a squad player or a central defender. We just get rid of an old one, bring in a younger one, and there we go. Other things to catch you up on. Brad Darridge is now happy at the club, which is good, and so is Johnny Suter. They're happy with their game time, or so I forget what happened. Johnny Suter wasn't necessarily happy with it, but I said I can't remember what I said to him, but he's happy anyway. So that's the main thing. We do have 3 games to catch you up on since last episode. The first is our Premier League match against Newcastle United. Erling Haaland headed us into an early lead. And we double our advantage when some quick passing in the box was finished by Alina. Newcastle pulled one back after the break, but Haaland secured the point with a late penalty. So there we go, a really, really good performance, that one. 2 goals from Erling Haaland, a nice one from Alina, and what a free kick it was for them, to be fair, to get that goal back. But yeah, it was a really good performance, relatively comfortable, because they only had 2 shots on target. One went in, the other one, obviously didn't go in. But yeah, match performance was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. My voice fails me horribly. The next game, it was West Ham in the league. Vervaeke headed us into the lead, and he turned provider late on, crossing for Bogac to secure the points. Another very good performance, this one. You can see their best player was their goalkeeper. They never really threatened us, certainly not consistently. Vervaeke and Bogac with the goals early and late, and yeah, just a good all-round performance. Next up, we had the FA Cup 4th round tie against Aston Villa. We fell behind to a stunner, but drew level before the break when David Baker's cross-come shot found the back of the net. However, Villa sealed the tie early in the second half. So there we go, dumped out of the cup by Championship Aston Villa. I don't know what happened, we just never showed up. We got a red card there in the 72nd minute, which made it more difficult, obviously. McAlmont played well, and that was pretty much it. We looked well below par. They got a nice goal, and I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say. It was just, we just never showed up. We were really poor. It was really disappointing. And that's the FA Cup gone now for the year, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, there we go. It's happened. There's nothing we can do about it. We have a quick look at how things are looking. We're top of the table, which is nice. Only 2 points ahead of Liverpool. We do have a nice little gap, though, back to Man United now. But look at the gap back to Leicester. 20 points. Yes, they have a game in hand. But we are almost certainly going to be in the Champions League next season, which is where we want to be. But we start today with this. It's the FA Cup. That's done. It's the Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg. We're 1-0 up after the away leg, which is a nice place to be. You can see their form isn't great. We're looking okay, apart from that Villa game last up. Norwich, we have a relatively poor record against them, actually. We had 5 wins, but only 3 draws and a loss as well. So, we've only beaten them sort of half the time. This is what we're expecting there. An Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coach team. It's a surprise, I would imagine. Balanced standard playing style, more urgent pressing style. This is how we're expecting them to play. You can see the heat map there. the lineup, that's how the lineup we're expecting them, are pretty much matching us up for all intents and purposes. We can see their goalkeeper not too involved. They do like to pass it around midfield though. Key passes tend to get into our attacking third, or the team that they're attacking third, our defensive third, before they make a pass, or a key pass anyway. And this is the team we're sending out to hopefully book us a spot at Wembley. Onana goes in goal. It's Brad Darrich, Suter, Dean, and Wan-Bissaka as a back four. Turpie and Bogac go in midfield. It's Baker, the youngster. It's Alina and Under down the left. It is Liao up top. Renier should have come back from the under-23s. He's still away for a couple more weeks yet. What's that saying? The 5th of February now. Yeah, I'm assuming that Brazil's doing well. I mean, but really, other than the Villa game, everything is essentially going really well. What do you want to see here? It's expected to prove a point today. When we won his first leg means nothing now. Go out there, make sure you win this. I'm thinking maybe assertive. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And here we go. Now, there are, of course, no away goals in the Carabao Cup, so it's just aggregate. So we just need to make sure that we don't lose the game and we'll be through. Or we can lose the game by 1 goal, I guess, and it will go to extra time, but we don't want to do that. Not at home and not against Norwich City. Well, not against anybody, really. Nervous looking Onana, which isn't great. Come on, Onana, you're supposed to be one of the leaders. Now, the new club captain is Calvin Phillips. The new vice captain is John Suter. Calvin Phillips is a team leader as well. Plus, he's the best. He's been basically captaining the team anyway, because Cooper hasn't really been playing for the last season and a half. So, yeah, so that's all fine. We don't really lose too much there. That's not the best defending we'll see. Delafeu, who's dangerous. It's a good block. And can we hit him on the break here? Go on, Under. Under gets there. He's got Liao with him. Can he find a pass? Go on, Under. He's breezed past his man. It's Under. It's Under! Oh, it would have been a stunning goal, and he's hit the inside of the post. We'll wait for after this highlight, then we'll give them a shout. I'm thinking maybe a show some passion, maybe a demand more. We'll see what happens with this one. Toby's intercepted that one nicely. Spreads the play out there to Brad Darrich. Back to Suter. Suter all the way back to Onana. What's Onana got for us? Back to Suter, in for Turpie. Turpie turns, finds Bogac. Bogac looks long over there. He's found Baker. Baker's not the best first touch, but he's got past his man. And David Baker, the youngster, 7 goals now this season for him. It's 1-0 on the night. It's 2-0 on aggregate. And do we have a foot at the Wembley for the final? At Wembley for the final. It's Liverpool we would face in the final. They beat Watford, I think they were playing, and they beat them relatively comfortably, to be honest. So that's good for them, I guess. So it will be a heavyweight final if we can get there. And at 2-0 at home, you'd like to think we would. I don't like that the goalkeeper's looking nervous, and Onana is not sort of someone you'd expect to look nervous. Here we go now. Under with a free kick. It's decent. Turpie's there, and Gary Turpie sticks in a second from the set piece. A beautiful delivery by Under. And that surely now is that. Amazing, amazing stuff. It took us a while to get that first goal, but once we've got it, it looks like we've doubled it up nice and quickly there. Second goal this season for Gary Turpie. The first one was in Europe, I think, wasn't it? Everybody's on side. That's just a well-timed, well-worked set piece, really, isn't it? Now, Breaker's taken a little bit of a kick in the shins. We do have Ruiz on the bench we could bring in. So we might look to do that. Under with a corner. If we get a third, it's all over. Oh, we have got a third. Bogac just got it. Liao's header absolutely bulleted into either the defender or the goalkeeper there. I missed who it was, but Bogac is Johnny on the spot, or Matesh on the spot, as the case may be. And he's tapped in the rebound, and there we go. It's goalkeeper saved it with his foot, it looks like, onto the defender, and Bogac just had to tap it home. 3-0. It's a little bit of a rout now. We will take Baker off at halftime. We'll bring on Abel Ruiz for him. And that should be fine. Here we go here. Can we dream of a fourth before the break? Dean with the ball. Lumps it in there for Liao. Brings it down nicely on the chest. Turns, beats his man. Rafael Liao. Oh, I thought that was going in. But it was a bit of a weak shot in the end. Straight to Chesney, and it was a simple save. But there we go. What a first half that was. 3-0 up. Excellent, excellent stuff. Boys, let's maybe go assertive again. Keep your performance up. It's not going too badly there, is it? Alina, I wonder if we can get a little bit more from you, please, mate. And we will take off Baker just to protect him a little bit there from whatever knock he has. We'll bring on Abel Ruiz. We might even switch those two around. I think they're a little bit more natural each on the other side, so that's fine. And on we go. We might look to get Edmondson on. Edmondson hasn't been playing particularly well lately, so that might be a good opportunity to get him on the field, see if we can get him a goal. We'll give it a little bit more time here. We're going to have another corner, it looks like. Under to take it again. Under. Knocks it in nicely. Leao was there, and it's just over the bar from Rafael Leao. It looks like we've come straight back for the goal kick. Headed on there by the Norwich player, but Wan-Bissaka picks it up. Goes back there for Max Dean. Yes, he does find... wasn't quite on the same wavelength as Abel Ruiz out there, but Wan-Bissaka's picked it up. What can he do? Checks back in, finds Bogac. Bogac looks into space there for Leao. Not the best ball. Norwich keep possession. That was well done, actually. Rebic now to bring it forward for Norwich. Can we get a tackle in here? Cross-field ball. It's going to find a teammate, unfortunately for us. And are we going to be... What are you doing? Go with your man. Oh, go with your man, son. Come on. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a decent header by Batshuayi. But who's that? It must be Abel Ruiz. Somebody here. It's the left, so it must be... Look at this. Ruiz was tracking his man. Stopped to go to Deulofeu. And left his man open. And that is not what we need from you, Ruiz, mate. They pull one back. It's 4-1 on aggregate. It shouldn't be a problem, but it just gives them a little bit of hope, perhaps. All right, we've got another free kick. We have proved to be quite deadly from free kicks this season. Under, decent ball again. Back post, and Max Dean is there, and the goalkeeper makes a stunning save. And are we going to get caught on the break here? We have men back. We shouldn't, but Batshuayi's gone by one. It looks like he's going to go past another one. And suddenly, well, Wan-Bissaka, what is that? Wan-Bissaka. Boys, come on. Get your heads out of your fucking asses. What is this? It's 3-2 on the night now. That should not have happened. And it's a terrible back pass by Wan-Bissaka. Let's go off attacking, perhaps. It's a horrible back pass. Leaves Onana horribly exposed. And suddenly, it's a little bit nervous. Let's give it a demand more, perhaps. It's a game that shouldn't be even close, and 2 defensive errors have made it a little bit nervy for us now. If they get another one, I tell you what, I'll be absolutely pooping myself. Come on, boys. Oh, what is that defending? Is it offside? I think it might. We got away with that as offside. All right, we're going to change something here because we're not playing well right now. Let's go a little bit more defensive. We might have to sacrifice Turpey for Phillips. Let's Alina, and then we can get Bogac. You go box to box for me, please, mate. We could put Suter over at right back. Wan-Bissaka is just having an absolute nightmare of a game, isn't he? So let's do that as well. And let's tighten up. No, actually, no, let's not. Let's keep those the same. Let's get stuck in. We'll slow it down. And we'll just try and be a little bit more sensible here. We're, what, 10 minutes away from the end. It's been a shocking second half, hasn't it? Absolutely shocking. So, yeah, how close was this to offside? We did, in the end, get away with it. It's only just, isn't it? It's only just. But Wan-Bissaka is absolutely nowhere near his man. Let's give it a tighten up. And it looks like we're going to get there now. They need 2 goals still. Onana out there for Dean. Dean for Alina. Alina, nice ball there for Leao. Leao turns. There's a run there for Abel Ruiz. Can he get the goal back that he cost us? Abel Ruiz. Oh, what is that? He's tried outside of his right foot. And it's just dribbled into the keeper's arms. Here we go. Well, they're not scoring twice, I don't think, now. They may well get one, though. It's been a horrible second half. Very much a game of 2 halves, isn't it? You'd hate to be sitting not at this end. If you're at the other end, you haven't seen much of this game at all, I would imagine. Onana claims that ball nicely. Just get rid, mate. You look like you want to do something stupid with it right now. There we go. He does go long. He finds Under. Under goes early for Ruiz. It's a good defensive clearance there. And Norwich again have the ball. And again, they've gone over our heads. Suter is a little bit more defensively away. Gets back. Still loses out. And a good save from Onana. I tell you what, we've clung on to this, haven't we? I'd almost go as far as to say I don't think we deserve to go through. But you look at the match stats over the course of the game, and we did. But that second half was absolutely disgusting. You got away with one there, boys. So there we go. Leeds book place in the Wembley final. We barely got there. We barely deserved to get there. Under was quite good for the most part, wasn't he? Otherwise... Yeah, I mean, that second half just leaves a nasty taste in the mouth, doesn't it? Guys, wait right there. We've got Watford in the league up next. The battle for the title. Can we get the title? We need 3 points in this one. Okay, welcome back. With Wembley booked, it's time to turn our attention back to the Premier League. But before we do that, transfer window has now closed. We didn't sign anybody. I wasn't really expecting to. And from what you guys in the comments kind of thought the same thing. Just stick with what we've got for this season and see what we can do in the summer. But Atletico Madrid, look at that. They spent almost £300 million on just two players. Guendouzi, who we knew was leaving Arsenal to go there, and Moise Kean has gone from Chelsea to Atletico Madrid as well. So they have gone big. Chelsea have replaced Kane with Esposito, who's decent. He was on our shortlist. We've had a look at him. 250 grand a week. We couldn't have afforded that even if we were looking to sign another striker. But there we go. So that is the transfer window done and dusted. Now it's onwards to the end of the season. This is what we have. We're at Watford here for this one. They're in woeful form, though they are sitting. You can see they're ninth in the table, so they're not the worst team. I thought they were in good form. I must have misread the media briefing thing, what's it called? Press conference, that's the word I'm looking for. We are the favourites though, as you would expect. They're an Abel Ferreira coach team. I'm pretty sure they were newly promoted for this year. So Abel Ferreira's done okay. He's a decent looking manager. They're an attacking direct team, urgent pressing style. This is what we're expecting from them. I'm not necessarily expecting this particular formation, but we're expecting them to come at us. We can see there their positional heat map. Their passing network, which is not very much of a network, is it? And you can see there, they do like to pass in and around the penalty area. This is a team we're sending out to go for this one, and it is Onana in goal. It's Zagreb, Greenwich back from suspension, with Dean and Coyle as the back four. It's McCalmont and Mariba in midfield. It's Bowen, it's Abel Ruiz, it's Vervaeke, it's Arling, there's a new one. Erling Haaland. Let's just go with Haaland. I didn't call him Alfie, that's a start. So there we go, they are lining up sort of similar to us, just a little bit more defensively shaped in midfield, or are they exactly the same? No, maybe they're exactly the same. So there we go. Let's hope we can get the better of them here. They'll team they expect to prove a point today. I expect to win, keep our run going. Now let's go with, they're 15th in the form, we're second, let's show them why. That seems to have worked okay. Some calm, we have faith on those that haven't responded. And do we have all green? It's all up to you here, Mr. Vervaeke. Yes, we do. Let's go. And this is it. This is a chance now to cement ourselves on top of the table. Manchester United, I believe, is playing at the same time as us. Liverpool play afterwards. Liverpool, we have a little bit of a gap over Man United right now. So let's hope that, we can get the win here and continue that. Poor goal kick. What's his name? Bowen nods it down to Haaland. Here we go with Haaland. It's a weak shot. And straight into the keeper's hands there. That's a simple one for him. Yes, I'm really happy with the transfer window that we didn't actually end up losing anybody. As long as we challenge for the league, which it looks like we're going to, then Haaland will be happy. That was the only promise we needed to make him. Bowen now with a corner, knocks it in. It's headed away. And this looks like 2-on-2 and a little bit of trouble. It's a bit of a loose pass, but it's done its job. They're in here. It's a good block tackle. Zagreb, I think it was, getting back. And we've let him go again. Mariba gets back, and we're still under a lot of pressure here, though. We've got a little bit of defensive shape back. Can we get a foot in here somewhere, please, boys? A little bit nervy here. Come on, boys. McCalmont, that's not the worst foul they'll give away, to be honest. But there we go. As long as they don't put this in the top corner, we'll be fine. Meza to take it. It's coming back, and Onana, did he make a save there? He did make a save. Just a nervy little start here for us. Gibbs, White to knock it in. Can we get that away, please, boys? Yes, we can. And Bowen's there. He should pick that up, but the highlight goes no further. Come on, boys. Let's get creative. Let's settle down into our job here, please. So it was really good that we didn't lose anybody. I mean, you look at we could have sold players, and made almost half a billion pounds, I think, with what everybody was offering for us. Man United's taking the lead. Can Mariba respond with a free kick of his own? Oh, it looked good for a little while there. United's now 2-0 up at home to Southampton. Look, there's another poor goal kick. Bowen's pounced on that. Can he find Harling in the middle? Go on. Oh, it's aggressive tackle. We should pick that up. We do with Louis Coyle. He finds, who's that? That is Vervaeke. McCalmont. There's Zagreb getting forward. Can Zagreb pick across? He goes himself. It's off the post, is it? A hack behind for a corner, but I think Zagreb's hit the post there. Now, there was probably better options than shooting, to be honest, but we'll take it. Bowen now with the corner, knocks it in, headed away again. And you know what we need to change? Of course, that's the second time this has happened. We need to go to corners. And we need to switch. Where's left wing? Left wing is staying forward off attacking corner. You need to go to the edge of the area. Edge of area. I'm blind. I'm blind. Where is it? There it is there. No, it's not. That's not it. I'll edit this out. Let me fix it and I'll edit it out. Okay, we've just switched it so that the other winger is lurking outside the area because we've seen this twice now. It's a good tackle from Louis Coyle. Is it going to go out? Yes, it is, but yeah, that's a few times now that's happened. If our right winger's taking the corners, there's no one on the edge of the area to get that second ball when they had it out for us, so that's becoming a problem, isn't it? Can we get this away, please? We just about can. Again, it's still there. We don't look good attacking or defending corners. When you're looking like you're going to concede from your own attacking corners, and something's gone horribly wrong, doesn't it? And we just look like no matter whose corner it is, we might concede a goal right now. Let's demand a little bit more here. Here we go with Bowen. It's back there for Mariba. Mariba looks to bring it forward. Nice pass out there for Valvake. Cuts in. Valvake straight at the keeper again. And something looks like it's not particularly working. Let's try exploit the flanks and let's try maybe hit early crosses in. Yeah. Hasn't been a classic first half, this one, has it, to be honest. We started well against Norwich, and I'm going to say the episode's quickly gone downhill from there. Can we get to that? We can. McCalmont pounces. He goes early for Haaland into space. Now, what can Erling do here? He's by himself. Can he find a finish? Erling Haaland draws a good save. Valvake, if he's on his toes there, he could have got to that, I think. But it's cleared into touch, and that will do it for the first half. Well, an even first half. I think both teams will think they could have scored. I think we're far from pleased from that, boys. You've got to do a lot better than that. And let's get back out there. Let's give it a get creative. Onana's looking very nervous lately. It's the second game in a row that he's looked nervous, and I'm not quite sure why that is. What can we do here? What can we do? That's not working, so let's try exploit the middle, perhaps. And the highlight starts for Watford. Perfect. Just what we wanted. Can we get tackle in here, please, boys? Go and close him down for me. Little back heel. It's a decent ball in. It's headed across the face of goal, and I tell you what, that could so easily have nestled in the back of the net. All right. Let's high line. Let's get stuck in. And let's show some passion here, boys. Come on. We're going to have to make changes, I think, aren't we? Bowen is having an absolute nightmare out there. We don't really have anybody else to play out there. We'd have to put Abel Ruiz in a wider area. Zagre, Pomgranic, looks for Valvake. Valvake knocks it down nicely for Abel Ruiz. Come on, Abel. Abel Ruiz! Oh, he does it time and time again when we don't look like scoring a goal. Abel Ruiz plucks one from the top drawer, and that was not higher. It was from the ceiling, that one. That was an absolutely wonderful, wonderful goal. Absolutely nothing going on. Look at this. He's picked it up. There's nothing going on. And he has just leathered that into the opposite corner, inside the far post. It's 1-0 Leeds United. And that is, I'd almost go so far as to say, against the run of play. Let's tell them to concentrate. What can we do? What can we do? Bowen's not having a good game. I'm wondering if there's a kind of a case of what we have, we hold here. Let's get Turpey on. Let's take Bowen off. Drop McCalmont back in. Get Turpey back in there. Ruiz can play out on the right. Go and attack for me, please, mate. We want Turpey as go in there as a ball winner. Snap into some tackles for me. And let's do that. What a goal that was from Abel Ruiz. Now, the big question is now, can we see this out? Let's go back off of attacking. We don't need to do that anymore. Let's tell them to concentrate again. We're coming towards the end. Let's start and close it down. It's not been a classic, but that Abel Ruiz goal, worthy of winning any game, I would say, that one. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Let's not go too defensive too early here. All right, we're coming into stoppage time. Let's close it down now. Exploiting the middle. Well, I don't know if it's made too much of a difference. It's not like we've been ripping them to shreds since we did that, but we did at least manage to get a goal. And an unconvincing win. But 3 points is 3 points, as they say. And that is a massive, massive 3 points. And we have Abel Ruiz to thank for it. Well done, Abel. Leeds United rise to see off Watford. It was tense, wasn't it? It wasn't a classic performance by any stretch of the imagination, but a wonder strike from Abel Ruiz has seen us through. And if we look at the league table, Liverpool still have a game in hand, but they've got to go and win that now. Otherwise, we are 5 points clear. We maintain that. Did they end up dropping points to Southampton? No, 4-0. So we maintain the 6-point gap back to Manchester United, but the real gap we're going to look at 20 points, albeit with Leicester have a game in hand, but 20 points. We are clear and free in the Champions League places for next year. I think we can pencil ourselves into that and start looking towards hopefully winning the league this season. That's it for today, though, guys. What we'll do, I think, is we'll come back next time for Arsenal away, who are 6th and improving, and then we've got the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool at Wembley. Can we get a trophy that we haven't won that before? So that'd be a nice one to get a new trophy in the cabinet. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.